Because you mentioned goaltending there, it does seem like you were able to push some of the right buttons twofold in giving Arundel more opportunity. He was chomping at the bit, but also maybe as much as he did or didn't like it, giving Martin Jones the rest and reset, and he actually responded to that right at the end before everything kind of got shut down. Is the goaltending aspect a little bit more figured out in your eyes, or are there some more answers that you think you need?
Well, I think, I think Jonesy has always been our number one. I think that, sometimes all these guys, and I'll say this about a lot of these veteran players, whether you think a player had an off season, a good season, a bad season, this team has played a lot of hockey in the last 4 or 5 years,
Yeah.
and that's a good thing. They all went on long playoff runs, and we've dealt with some major injuries and things like that. With Jonesy, I think he needed a reset to his game, and I'm sure he'd be the first to tell you that. And I think he needed to tweak a few things in his game, and he has a new voice in Nabokov, and Naby's a little more in your face, and it was good for him just to sort of not worry about playing as much and worry getting his practice habits to where they needed to be, working on some little things stylistically where he needs to be, being a little more aggressive, being a little more of a fighter, and in traffic and situations, and playing a little bit higher than he's used to playing. So Naby, pushed him into some positions maybe he wasn't pushed in before, and got him a little bit out of his comfort zone. I think Jonesy responded with that, as well as the style of play of the team in front of him, not giving up as much and expecting the goalie to make 4 or 5 huge saves a night. I think all that played into his success at the end of the year.
You think about Naby and Martin Jones from personality standpoints, kind of opposites, huh?
Yeah, yeah. I think that, and it's a good thing. I think that's what you need sometimes.
Yeah.
I think that Naby gives so much when he comes to the rink and cares so much, and he's played the position before, and he was an aggressive goalie when he played, and I think that's sort of infectious for everybody else.
Absolutely. You think about defensive habits and maybe things you were trying to get changed with your team, and I agree. It does seem like the majority of issues that you were probably trying to fix were without the puck rather than maybe with the puck. Is it habits, or how do you coach and change a team defensively?
Well, I think it starts, and you're right. I think offensively, yes, you need to work on it, and you need to score goals in this league. But I believe once you play good defense and you're not giving up as much, that's what's going to help you offensively. You're going to have the puck more, and that's one of the things. Our mindset, more than anything, was not getting 3 guys trapped, below the goal line at the other end, and not giving up 3-on-2s and 4-on-2s on the way back. It starts there. It starts standing your blue line a little more, we call it squeezing. So you're not giving up rushes and uncontested offense from the top of your slot off the rush. So being more aggressive at your blue line. Then once you get into the D zone, making sure that we're not deserting that high scoring danger area in front of our net. And we got a little guilty that times at the beginning of the season where we were so worried about killing motion and stopping plays defensively, that we would be jumping so hard and getting guys out of position. So, when I took over, it's take a step back. It's played a little more conservative, making sure that, you're still going to battle. You're still going to jump the check and be aggressive when you can, but you're not going to get 2 and 3 guys running out of position. And just bringing 5 guys tighter around to your net and forcing them to go up the wall and back out to the points. And so all those things we talked about, they worked. I think that the players saw that. I think that they obviously see that, we continue to do that. If you go from 30th or 31st in the league and scoring and chances for and chances against down to 12, 13 by the season's end, I think that just shows the players it's an easy buy-in for them to say, okay, we're creeping into the top 10, 15 in the league in these categories. If we did that on an 82 game pace, obviously there'd be a lot of good things that go with that.